Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I have a little project share for you, not so much a process because this was a process, but this is my new project for Felicity Jane and it is encouragement cards. So I created for this Mix It Monday 10 encouragement cards using the Felicity Jane kits. And when I say using the Felicity Jane kits, I mean like I went all out and use like a lot of kits. And so Mix It Monday, basically you take the current kit or whatever kit you have. For me, it was Catherine, but then in the process, I actually got Amanda in the mail, so I included her in as well and try to like base everything around her moving forward. But yeah, take the current kit and then mix older kits, like bits from older kits, and mix and match and create a fun project. So this project I've had in my heart to do for a while now, and it's basically to create my own encouragement cards or affirmation cards or however you want to call them. I'm calling them encouragement cards because they all have sentiments on them that are encouraging to me and to you maybe on them. And I based each encouragement on the girl. And so every month, you know, the Felicity Jane Kids is around a girl, and usually Gina is very good at like giving us a description about the girl. So some of them I was able to find the descriptions, and then others I just had to like remember what the kit looked like and the feel of the kit, and kind of use that to kind of come up with a description for the girl, and so that my little encouragement phrase matches that personality of the girl or of the kit. And so I was able to make 10 because I had 10 girl die cuts that I didn't use up. And so I have 10 cards here, and I'm going to go through each and every one, showing you the encouragement, the little encouragement phrase, and like which kits I mixed and matched to create the card. And so I will have down below the list of encouragement phrases if you're interested in knowing, you know, having the sentiment and how I matched it to each girl. And so I'll have the girl name, so like the kit name, and then the sentiment next to it. And I probably won't link everything that I used. Some of it is actually like some of the older kits, pieces of it are still in the shop. I tried to use as best like the current kits from maybe like 2019, and then of course the ones from this year for this project. So I will definitely leave a link down below to the Felicity Jane shop so you can just do your hunting yourself. But yeah, so I made 10 cards, and the first card I actually created them as chronologically as I possibly can. I think I may have done these guys first, but then I went back and did Amanda. And so we're just going to start with Amanda because she's the current kit here. And what I did was I cut down my papers to be 5 by 3.5 inches, and then I rounded the corners. So they kind of look, I wanted them to look like, you know, when you get like a tarot deck or an oracle deck, but I didn't want it to be that. I wanted them to be encouraging cards. I'm always trying to find a deck of cards that are just encouragements because I'm not really into the whole spiritual tarot thing. It's very hard, and so that's why I've had this project in my head for a while to do, just create my own. So I'm talking a lot. Let me just get into the cards. So this one is Amanda's, and the description for her was that she's always down to go on adventures, and so I played off of that. For the most part, the bits that I use for this card are from the Amanda kit. So I have this floral paper is from Amanda, and the journaling card is also from the Amanda kit, and of course the die cut. This die cut also came in the kit, and it says on to the next adventure. And then I used a little chipboard piece here from the Lola kit, and it says brave, because I always think of going on adventures, whether, you know, like going on like really big adventures in your life. It's brave. It takes courage to go on those journeys. And so I used brave here, and then some of the puffy stars from the Amanda kit. And so the card starts off like this, on to the next adventure, and then brave, and then behind it is the sentiment. And I used just the one piece of cardstock for this one, so the back had this pattern on it. And then this was another journaling card, and on top of it I just printed out all the sentiments and cut them into little strips. And so this sentiment is have courage. There's an adventure brewing in your heart, and it is a great one. And then I use a chipboard bit from the Amanda kit. So this one is definitely all Amanda except for that little piece there, which is from the Lola collection. That's the first card. The second card is Catherine, and I don't remember if there was a description of the girl for Catherine, but Gina did write a little thing about a little life update, like taking the moment now to kind of assess everything that's happening. And of course, there's a lot happening. And so I kind of went with that. And I had this on my phone. So a lot of these sentiments that I have, some of them I had to create on the spot, like this one I created on the spot while I was typing up my sentiments. But a lot of them came from my phone, from random, like just random things that I've like overheard in like the last couple of years, or just kind of things, you know, how late at night you're kind of thinking and then certain things pop into your head. For me, it's a lot of like these self-affirmations or like little poetry snippets or lyrics. And so I type them onto my phone because that's the easiest way I can get it down. And so I basically looked through my phone, like my notes to myself, and pulled out a lot of encouragement phrases from those notes, and this one is one of them. And so this one I use this paper from the Amanda kit, and I used a card from Catherine, and of course Catherine. This tag is also from the Catherine die cut, and this one is like a two-part. So the first part of the sentiment is here, and on the back is the second part. And so this one is, don't let all of the worldly babble affect you. And in the back it says, for if the moon can sit quietly and shine bright amongst all the stars, so can you. And so I backed this paper with some of that Catherine star paper, and then I used one of the library cards from Catherine. I trimmed it down so I can have the little sentiment on it. And then these stars are from the Amanda kit, of the puffies and the cardstock ones. And so I just kind of sprinkled it around there, because it had this sentiment of stars and shining bright and stuff like that. And so that is the Amanda card. I mean, that's the Catherine card, not the Amanda card. And so the next one is Hope. Again, I kind of trying to do it chronologically, but like going backwards. Hope, I literally only had 2 pieces of the die cuts left from Hope, and that was Hope with self and then the word hope. And so Hope, obviously, self-explanatory, to have hope. I think that's what the whole kit was about. And so I used that. I used paper from Hope. This card is from Amanda. This piece here is also from the Lola chipboard. And then I used the Lola, these mini puffies. I love those. And then everything else is from Hope. And this one says, have hope. And then I put hopeful here. And then on the back is something that, again, was in my phone. I actually backed this Hope paper with this paper from the Amanda kit, and then this is a card, I believe, from Hope, and this die cut is from Amanda. And this one says, the beauty of God's word is that no matter how you turn it, it's always right. I had this in my phone, and that felt hopeful, you know, that gave off that feeling of hope. And so I thought it was a perfect card here. You know, I thought it was a perfect sentiment for the card. That's what I meant to say. So that's this one. That is Hope. The next one is Grace. And so for Grace, I literally had just like the papers left over and like a couple of the journaling cards and then little Grace herself. And so I put Grace here, and I layered the paper from, believe this floral paper is from the Grace kit, and then again that black and white sort of sketchy paper from Amanda. And on the front I said, have Grace. This is actually I stamped this out using the Hope stamp set, and it says, you've got this. This little chipboard piece is from Lola, and then of course these alphas are from Lola. These black alphas are from the Amanda kit, and so this card says, have Grace, you've got this, because the sentiment on the back is all about giving yourself grace. And so the sentiment is, give yourself grace. What you can achieve today is enough. And I know a lot of us are struggling with being productive. Since we're all home, we figured, oh my God, we have all the time in the world now to do all the things, and we just don't feel it in our hearts to do them. I know I'm like that. Like, that's how this whole quarantine has been affecting me. I have all the time in the world to get all these things done, and I don't want to do anything. And so I've been having to like kind of learn to give myself some grace, and that whatever I get done in that moment is okay. It is enough. And so on the back, I actually layered some of the Catherine paper, this rainbow paper, because this card I believe is from the Grace kit, and the paper is from Catherine, but they match so well, so I had to put that paper there, then the card, and then the sentiment. So the next one is Bailey, because she's all about love, and I used the paper from Amanda, the heart, sketchy heart, love that paper. I layered one of the Bailey journaling cards that I kind of cut shorter and then rounded the corners. This is also a Bailey journaling card. I just fussy cutted the heart out of it, layered it on top of a doily, and then this die cut from Bailey, this die cut Amanda, this chipboard Bailey. And this one says love because the sentiment is all about love. And the back, I left the back of the heart paper because it just matched really perfectly with the color of Bailey's shirt there. And I just layered some of that Amanda sketchy paper, I love that paper, over there just to have something to ground the die cut and the little sentiment. These hearts, puffy hearts, are from the Amanda kit. This love here is from Bree. I think it's the Bree puffies. And then of course Bailey herself. So this one says give love and let love in. I kind of did love twice, but it's fine. Give love and let love in. So that one's really simple and really pretty. The next one is Megan, and Megan, I think, was a little hard because I couldn't find a description about her. Bailey, I couldn't find a description either, but since it was the February kit and it was all about love, that's what I went with. But this one had a lot of florals, and, you know, Megan's holding the basket of florals, and so I thought of garden, I thought of growing things, and I actually had this sentiment written out in my phone. I think it's one of those sentiments that came to me in the middle of the night, and I woke up and I just kind of typed it into my phone. It basically says, you don't just make beautiful things, you make things beautiful. And so I used most of the die cut. Actually, I think all the die cuts are from the Megan die cut. I used paper from Amanda. I forget where this card is from. It's from a recent kit. If it's not Amanda or Catherine, it's either Amanda, Catherine, Hope, or Grace, because I didn't have the cards for Megan. This chipboard piece is from Lola, and of course those are from the Megan. And I decided to go with like the florals and the butterflies, also from Megan. This piece is also from Megan. This card, I believe, is from Catherine. The paper is also from Catherine, so there's a mixture of this one going on. But yeah, I really like the sentiment. I always have to read it over because it's kind of like a little tongue twister, but it's not, I don't think. But it's, you don't just make beautiful things, you make things beautiful. And so I really like that. The next one I have here is Lola. And so Lola did have a description, and there was a line there that Gina wrote that Lola is the light, like she is light. She just gives off, she's radiance, she's light. And so I kind of went with that and made up a sentiment for her. And so for her, I used that same like sketchy heart paper from Amanda. This piece is from Catherine, the mint polka dot. And then all of this, I think everything here, the chipboard, the die cuts are from Lola, and then these puffy stickers are from Bree. And so here I just put Sweet Smile because that's what I had, and I thought it fit. And I also put a doily behind that. And on the back side, I kept the paper the same, layered this card from the Lola kit. And so this one has all these different little hashtags, hashtag positive, happy, creative, unique, kind, blessed, loved, funny, me, because that's what Lola is. She is light in all things. And the sentiment that I put down was never let anyone dim your light, because she is light and she radiates light. So I thought that was a really encouraging statement for her. So that's Lola. Next one I have here is Bree. This one's a little funky, I think. I kind of went overboard with the deep kind of pink color, and in like hindsight, I probably wouldn't have used this paper, maybe a little softer paper, so these colors wouldn't clash so much. But you know, when you're in the process. And so for her, I used, this card was a packaging card. I believe I got it when I ordered things when her kit came out, and that was the card that was that Gina includes in the package. And it says spread your wings and fly. So I used the Dream Puffy sticker from Catherine, of course Bree herself, and then this puffy of a butterfly is from the Bree Puffy stickers, and then paper is from Catherine. And so this kit, I don't think I found a description for Bree, but the sentiments of this kit was all about dreaming big and like flying away with your dreams. And so I kind of went with that. That's why it says spread your wings and fly, dream. And then the back side, I actually put two papers together and used the back side of this paper from Amanda for the back side of this. This little die cut is from Bree, puffy sticker from Catherine, and then on it, the sentiment says, you deserve to live the life of your dreams. So my last two cards here are very simple. They don't actually have anything on the backs because the sentiment just fit well on the front, and then these two are two kits that I didn't have a lot of stuff from, and so I had to mix and match and kind of get a little creative with the cards. So they don't have backs, like anything on the back. So the first one is Alexis. And so I have her here. These are also from the die cut pack from Alexis. The paper from Grace, I believe. The card, I have no idea. It might be from Catherine. I know it's from a newer collection. And so I just kind of layered everything together and I put the actual sentiment on the top of the card. And so this one is, you are well, you are strong, you are worthy. That is something that I had to keep repeating myself at the start of this pandemic. That I am well, that I am strong, and that I am worthy of living, of, just because I get wrapped up in my anxiety a lot. I feel very deeply for people. So I try to limit my intake of the news because it's really sad. It's like really sad, and I get so affected by it that it kind of consumes me, and it just makes me so anxious and so nervous, and so like it's just a lot of emotions all at once. And at the start of it, it was, at the start of this whole thing, the uncertainty of everything kind of really freaked me out. And so this was something that I kept repeating to myself over and over again. And so I thought Alexis, she looked so fierce and so strong. And I don't think I found a description for her, but just the way she looks so fierce and so strong that I thought this was the sentiment for her. So that is her card. And then the last card is Zoey, whose kit was very fun. I don't remember if there was a sentiment, a description of Zoey. I don't think I found one because I don't think she's up on the Felicity Jane shop anymore. But I remember her kit being really fun. It was all about celebration and birthdays. And so I instantly thought of joy and being happy and all that stuff. And so the sentiment that I used was every day is your chance to sparkle. And I thought that fit Zoey really well. And so for this one, I used the bow paper from Amanda. And then I layered one of the Zoey journaling cards on top that I had. Of course, Zoey here. And then this chipboard is from Amanda. The joy is spelled out in the alphas from the Amanda kit. And then, of course, the sentiment, every day is your chance to sparkle. And so those are my cards here. I made quite a few, and this was a very lengthy, I think, explanation video. I didn't do a process because this was a process trying to figure out, like it went in steps almost. I had to figure out the sentiment for each girl, and then I kind of took all the papers. I tried to use bits from at least Amanda and Catherine. I tried to use the papers from those two kits because those were the most recent kits, and intermingle all of the other bits from the past kits into this project. And that was a lot of playing around. Wasn't really straightforward, so I decided not to film a process of it. But I really hope you all enjoyed this project share. Again, I will leave all the sentiments if you're interested in having any of those encouragements in the description box down below. I also should link for this one, link to the blog post on the Felicity Jane site so that you can go see the blog post there, see the photographs. The girls' descriptions will also be in the post, and as always, links to Felicity Jane will always be in the description box down below. They will be affiliate links, of course, so just a little disclaimer there. If you click on my link to shop Felicity Jane, I do get a small commission from your sale. But yeah, I really hope this video found you well and that you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.